Eric in the van, wheels turning on the grind. Ricky on the rails, keeping time in line. CJ in the gym, gloves hitting like thunder. Yorkshire roots deep where the boxers go under. Fist fly, stories collide. Crossroads boxing where legends reside. Fighter interviews, previews, predictions. Crossroads boxing, no time for fiction. Yorkshire grit in every direction. Step in the ring, feel a connection. Bell rings, echoes through the cold Yorkshire air. Sweat drips, focus, sharp fighters don't care. Left hook, right jab, stories in the scars. Crossroads boxing, reaching for the stars. Eric, Ricky, CJ, the crew. From the podcast mic to the boxing view. Predictions that hit interviews that spark. Crossroads boxing, lighting up the dark. Fighter interviews, previews, predictions. Crossroads boxing, no time for fiction. Yorkshire grit in every direction. Step in the ring, feel a connection.
Oh.
Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to another episode of Crossroads Boxing. Tonight, you've just got myself, ERF, and Ricky, the Hands of Stone. How you doing, Rick?
Yeah, not bad, my man. How are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. Big weekend of boxing coming up, so plenty to talk about and other news. But before we get into it, let's get to the promo for D-Rock Clothing. I can't wait to get our new gear as well. That's landing soon. But here we go, the promo.
Yes, I am just gonna say, I think the D-Rock advert needs a bit of an uplift and a bit of an update now. We've got the three Yorkshire fucking boys in the building.
Yeah.
Hey, get us on that advert, mate. No more tear dancing.
Yeah, let's wait for the merch to drop. Once that merch drops, we will be rocking that. Also, we've also got another sponsor where we're going to get some more merch with them as well. So can't wait to do that as well. We've got plenty going on this year. A big year so far for us. Plenty of interviews, but yeah, just an announcement actually. Going forward, we'll be doing live shows, but we'll be doing more recorded shows as well. Dropping at the same time Thursdays 8:30, simply because outside life. Ricky's got a new job where he'll be working nights, so some nights he won't be able to make the Thursdays. On those weeks we may do a recorded show, so it will be dropping at this time, so you will see our faces, you will hear our voices, but it'll be recorded rather than an interactive show like this. But yeah, if Ricky isn't on one week and we go live, we've also got Dan who will be jumping on to fill in some spots as well. He's the one who's going to be our sponsor. So yeah, there's plenty going on. Don't worry, we're not going anywhere. Some shows may just be recorded rather than live shows, but still plenty of interviews, plenty of shows from us, previews, predictions, you know the rest. Anything from you, Rick?
Yeah, just to say that there will be plenty of content up and coming soon in the future. Troy Williamson, the big one of the year so far, is only just the start. There'll be shows, what we're doing things in the backgrounds that we're going to start tuning into, amateur shows that we might start and go to as well. So we've got plenty on that we've got in the pipeline. Yeah, so just stay tuned, keep tuning in, join in on the fucking Boxing League if you haven't already, and yeah, just watch us fucking roll. But I'm ready to make a start.
Yeah, let's make a start. Saturday night, we've got the Ring Magazine card. If we can get that up, I'll have a look now. Let's get that up. Ring Magazine card, headlined by Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson. The first fight of the night, I think. I'm not sure if it's the first fight, but you've got Keyshawn Davis versus. No, it won't be Keyshawn. Sorry, Keyshawn will be co-main. Who's the bottom one, Rick?
If you're gonna go off of it, anyone first fight, I'm reckon it's gonna be Jarrell Miller, surely. Jarrell Miller in his comeback fight against Kingsley Iber. I'm not that interested in this fight. Personally, Jarrell Miller for me can get fucked. He's a drug cheat. Don't want to see him in the ring. I'm not interested. He's a big. He's entertaining though. He's one of those that you hate. You tune in because you want to see him get beat. So he plays the character, he plays the part quite well. We have mentioned this before, where there's certain boxers who don't like through the drug cheating, through the personalities, but they play the part so well. You do need these villains in boxing, and they play the part and they get you to tune in still. So no matter what, I would still watch that fight just to see if he gets his head took off. So
yeah,
I agree. For being relevant for so long.
Yeah, I agree with you on the case of we need villains in boxing, but moving forward, I hope it isn't those kind of villains who actually cheat to become a villain. I prefer it to be the kind of villain where it's a Floyd Mayweather, where his personality turned people off and they're tuned in for that reason, other than people are tuning in to see you get beat because they feel like you're a cheat. But yeah, Jarrell Miller versus Ibe. I think Gerald, this is a setup for Jarrell Miller. I'm not too sure about Ibe, to be honest with you. I'm not going to sit here and lie. So yeah, I expect a Jarrell Miller, probably a Jarrell Miller stoppage. He's still got that work rate. The punch out is still there. He's a tough man to stop. Daniel Dubois took what was it, 12 rounds, 11 rounds, something like that.
Yeah,
and then we had to jump in.
What I will say though about Iber is he's knocked out the likes of Gerald Washington, but he's also got 14 knockouts to his 16 wins. So he is a big puncher himself. I don't know much about him. He's big. He's I'm just reading here, 6'2". He's a lot younger. He's my age. He's a lot younger than Miller. So I don't know. This one could be an upset. Like you say, I know the last thing to leave is your power. Miller's not the most active. He's 37 plus maybe years old. Do you know what? I'm going to go with Iber. I'm going to go with Iber just for the young man. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck Miller.
I'm gonna go with I agree with you on that, definitely. But I'm gonna go with Miller on this. I think he's a hard man to stop. If Iber can do it, good riddance to Miller. That's all I can say. I'll be happy. I certainly won't be upset about that situation. On to the next fight. Who have we got?
Well, you've got the Ziad Al-Mayouf against Kevin Castillo. Again, I know that Al-Mayouf is he's more of a prospect, up and coming, so there's not really much to talk about on that one, other than the fact he will probably get the win. You've got a WBC World Featherweight title fight against Bruce Carrington versus Carlos Castro. Bruce Carrington 16-0. This is for the vacant belt. I don't know too much about these fighters, if I'm honest. Can you shed any light on these guys?
Yeah, I know about Bruce Carrington. Bruce, he is a prospect, although he is 20. I think he's 26, 27 years old, something like that. He did come out of the amateurs late, but he's supposed to be one of the next ones up. I like how he fights. He's aggressive. He can also box. Struggled a little bit in his last fight. I believe it was his last fight. Struggled a little bit. But this should be a good fight. This is obviously his world title fight. This is his first shot at a world title, first chance at a strap. he is supposed to be the next coming up guy. His name's been ringing bells. So yeah, I expect Shushu Carrington to win this fight. I don't think it'll be a stoppage. I think it'll be points, probably a unanimous decision. Because I don't believe Shushu punches like that.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll just go with it just because you've said it, if I'm honest. Bruce Carrington is undefeated. No, Carlos Castro, I think he was split decision loss in his last fight against Stephen Fulton. So I'm going to go with that. Next up, you've got Keyshawn Davis against Jermaine Ortiz. I think this is a great fight. Obviously, Keyshawn's undefeated as well, 13-0 against Jermaine Ortiz, who was 20 with 2 losses and 1 draw. I like Keyshawn Davis. I think he's a great fighter. I think he's got a lot of talent. He does a lot of things right. And to be fair, I pick him for pretty much a one-sided points decision, if I'm honest.
Yeah, Keyshawn, certainly the talent is there with Keyshawn. His fight against Lemos, I believe, very good performance. He's when he fought Baranchik for the world title, stopped him in very good fashion. And Keyshawn was on the verge of being a superstar, in my opinion. He had that belt. Going into that fight with Edwin De Los Santos, he had everything at his hands. It was a hometown fight. His brothers was on the card. Everything was set up for Keyshawn to do that defense and blow up and do a job on Edwin De Los Santos, what his best friend couldn't do in Shakur, who sort of struggled a little bit with De Los Santos, I say. But is Keyshawn mental? Is he back? Is his mental better now? I don't know. But on talent, I expect Keyshawn to win this, but this is a tough fight. This isn't an easy fight. Jermaine Ortiz has been in there with Teo, arguably beat him, in my opinion. Being in there with Lomachenko, arguably beat him as well. So as much as people give Teo, like we're going to talk about, that he turns up for the big fights, he actually turns up. The only time you hear about Jermaine Ortiz is in the big fights because he puts on a performance. Yes, he hasn't got the decision the 2 times he's been at that level. Unluckily not got the decision, in my opinion. So for me, Keyshawn needs to be careful. Can he do a job on him? Certainly, but this isn't a walkover, in my opinion. If Keyshawn makes it look easy, he's the superstar I believe he will go on to be.
Yeah, I agree. It's a tough fight. Next up, you've got Carlos Adams against Austin Williams. Carlos Adams, people know he got the draw against Hamza Shiraz in his last performance with a split decision draw. Austin Williams, his last outing was against Ivan Vasquez, who was undefeated, knocked him out. This is, I believe, for the middleweight WBC middleweight title. It's one of those again for me where I'm not, obviously, when it comes to all these abroad fighters, I'm not as tuned in. Obviously, I'm still trying to get back from what I lost out when I took a break from watching boxing because I was pissed off. I don't know too much about these fighters, so if you want to shed some light, mate, again you can. But I'm just gonna go with a guess here, and I'm gonna go Carlos Adams decision win.
Yeah. This is a very good fight. This is a really good fight. Both men have fought Hamza Shiraz. Hamza stopping Amo Williams in a very, very good fight. A tough fight for both men. I think Amo hurt Hamza quite a few times in that fight. Boxed really well, but ended up coming up short. Whereas Adames fought Hamza to a draw, which I believe Adames won the fight. I think he outworked Hamza in that fight, picked the better shots, definitely won the fight for me. I don't see how the judges got it a draw. But this fight is a different type of fight, I think. I think Amo has a lot to prove. Still, he was touted to be one of the next Americans coming through. But yet again, with a lot of boxers, it seems at the moment, mental health issues. He had a lot of mental health issues outside of the ring. So coming back, he's had a bit of a long road back where he's had to work his way. Even fighting Hamza Shiraz, that's a tough fight to take. Even the stoppage, the loss, but to come back and stop Vasquez like he did, I think he's back on the right path. Adames, I've still not been over impressed with him. I think it's a close fight, but I feel like I'm going my heart a little bit here, and I'm going with Ammo Williams because I think this might be his coming out party where he actually proves the levels what he was supposed to do a long time ago. So I'm gonna go with Ammo. I think he can do it. I do feel he can do it. It's gonna be tough, but I think he can do it. I generally do.
Yeah. Main event then. It's the one that we've been waiting for since it's been announced. This fight for me, I've been really excited about this fight. Teofimo Lopez against Shakur Stevenson. Eric, you start. Who have you got and why?
This one, I have one of those weird gut feelings that it's not going to be as easy as people think. I really do. I think this fight, what is supposed to happen on boxing terms, you look at this fight, Shakur should outbox Teo. Everybody looks at Shakur's skill set. Teo moving up to 140 hasn't got the power he had at 135. He's really had to outbox guys. His big performances, he's had to outbox these guys. He hasn't stopped these guys. Barboza didn't stop Barboza. Josh Taylor didn't stop Josh Taylor. He's had to outbox these guys to get the win. I don't believe he's good enough to outbox Shakur. And I think the only reason why he's outboxed these guys is because he knows he hasn't got the power anymore at 140. Now he's moved up. Can he hurt Shakur because Shakur's not a 140 pounder? Yeah, but I don't think he does. I think his only chance of winning this fight is hurting Shakur early and making Shakur go on the back foot. And the aesthetic of the fight, if Teo is making the fight, because it's a ring card and a turkey card, and people know about the Tom and Jerry thing, Teo's best bet is to try and hurt Shakur early and put him on the back foot, because once you hurt a fighter early and then they're on the back foot for the rest of the fight, the optics is in your favor. But I think Shakur is way too smart, way too defensively aware to get caught up in Teo's game. It's going to be a counterpunch sort of fight, and Teo will have to lead. And I think Shakur will pick him apart.
I'm one of them, me. I never thought, if people thought this fight were a one-sided easy fight, then I don't get what people are watching, because watching these two fighters, they're both great. This is Shakur Stevenson's first fight at super lightweight. I definitely think so far Teo's got the better resume. He's been in with a better caliber of fighters. Yeah, he's not hurting people at super lightweight as much as what he was doing at lightweight, but this is also Shakur's first time at super lightweight, and I definitely think he will have the power to hurt Shakur. However, Shakur's defensive skills and ability inside the pocket to be able to counter and move the way he does and stay in the zone is for me is unreal. Like, I've never been as impressed with somebody's defensive abilities as what I am with Shakur since the likes of probably Mayweather. I know he gets a lot of stick for his defensive attitude, but that's the type of fighter he is. That's how he makes that's his bread and butter. Now, the problem I think is the only way for Teo to win is by, like, what Dan says, is forcing the win, forcing himself upon Shakur and not giving him any space to breathe, cutting him down, working the body, and try and hopefully have that power edge. But I don't know if he will have the ring IQ to do that to Shakur Stevenson. And it's a difficult. I still feel like it'll be a Shakur win on points, but I wouldn't be surprised if Lopez upset the apple cart either, because he is very good himself. He is I know we don't like to admit it because we're not massive fans of Teo due to just due to the way he is, his character, his personality, and the things he's said in the background. And you know yourself what he has said at Teo is a bit of a fucking dick, innit? But he can't take away his ability in the ring. So it's so difficult. But I do favour slightly Shakur Stevenson on a points win, but I wouldn't be surprised if Teo got the job done.
Yeah, I've always said that I can't stand Teo. I cannot stand the kid. But when you ask me to analyze his boxing, he is a very, very good boxer. He's a world-class boxer. He's good. His speed is good. His footwork's really good. Teo is good, but the forcing the win comment. We'll go to the comments after this, but the forcing the win is Teo's tried this with boxers before. He tried to force it with Sandor Martin, got dropped a couple of times in that. If that's not Sandor Martin, he's not Kambosos. When he forces it, he gets hit a lot when he forces it. And Teo isn't that kind of fighter to force the pace like that. He's a counter puncher similar to Shakur, and it's going to be a shootout. Teo's only way it is smart pressure. It is footwork pressure, but it's forcing Shakur to punch. If he can force Shakur to punch, he can then counter him. But if he cannot force Shakur to punch and he leads the dance every time, Shakur will just counter the hell out of him, check hook him, walk him onto shots. Because I've seen it in that style. That style is a nightmare for Teo. It really is. If you have to think, if Teo's fighting somebody who's thinking and he's thinking, he's going to lose because he's too anxious. He's too anxious. He wants to go. He's trying to outthink a thinker, where eventually you are going to lead. They're going to force you to lead because you're going to get frustrated and you'll get countered. George Kambosos did it well. Walked him right onto the shots because he was getting frustrated. He wasn't thinking about what he was doing. Sandor Martin did it as well in the southpaw stance, check hooking him when he's coming in recklessly. So I think pressing him, he's going to have to do it in a smart way, but I don't think he has the ability to do that. I think it really has to force Shakur to punch first. Just footwork. It's just footwork mainly. Force Shakur to punch.
This fight is elite versus elite, and you're not going to get much closer and much bigger than this for these guys in the division. Yeah, people might not be as keen on it because it's the lighter divisions, but when it comes to elite class boxing operators, you're not going to get much better than this, regardless of the personalities, regardless if you like them or not, regardless if you like the style or not. You're not going. These two guys are the top of the fucking food chain in their divisions. But yeah, like you say, we'll go to the comments. Who's reading them, me or thee?
I'll go through a few first.
Go on, then.
Dan is in the building. Big up, Dan. Yeah, happy to have you on board, mate. You've been on before as well, so Ricky says congratulations. Right, what's this? It's not clicking for me. I don't know why.
Albuga.
Ricky, Albuga.
I'll go.
Big up to you. Yeah, it's sticking on my end.
You didn't fucking miss much, mate, so don't worry about that, Dan.
Yeah,
we are gonna work on some live watch-along shows. You just have to bear with us because we have got kids that are in bed. We probably would we'd get in a lot of trouble off the partners, so bear with us. We'll try and think of a way to make that work at some point. But it is on the horizon.
Yeah, definitely.
Dan, yeah, I know it's been asked for. It has been asked for quite a few times. But we'll work on it. More than likely, we'll probably get his best views for watch along as well. That night was crazy. I know that shit happened. we're too far ahead. I don't know what the fuck that's referring to.
Which bit, Abbas? Which bit? I'm trying to think what it's on about.
Dan's got Teo winning it. It's going to be a cracker, though. Yeah, we can expect some serious fireworks on that show. I think it's a good card all around.
Yeah.
It's got some controversial.
I like these cards. I like these cards for the simple reason that no matter who you're picking, in the back of your mind, you still should be like, this could be an upset if my guy doesn't do what I think he's going to do.
It's a great card.
What I mean? It's not one of them where there's no way my guy can lose this. There's no way. It is one of those cards where you cannot write Teo off. It's impossible to write Teo off if you're picking Shakur and the other way around. I'm going to side with Ammo myself. Yeah, Abbas, I've got Ammo. I think Ammo can do it. What else we got? Dan, do you not think Teo's pace will force the win? It depends on what pace, because if it's hands, if he's throwing a lot of punches, I just think he gets picked apart in between the shots. I feel he needs to force Shakur to punch. He needs to force, because we know about the Tom and Jerry thing as well. If your footwork is on point, putting Shakur in positions, it doesn't have to be fast. It doesn't have to be a pacer. You just have to put Shakur in positions where he needs to throw, or if he doesn't throw, it's going to look like he's running. You know what I mean? So it doesn't have to be fast. You just have to put Shakur in positions with his footwork that he has to punch out. He has to punch to get out. That is where Teo can sort of try and pick his shots in between. But that's just my opinion on it. Other people might think differently. I just don't think Teo's right. Jack says, "Is this promo for Ricky versus Eric One? Maybe on the PlayStation, Jack. You're not baiting us into this."
Brothers don't fight each other, Jack. Come on,
man. True, Ricky defensively, he's class. Yeah, Shakur, he's special defensively. Absolutely, definitely, and I think he will do it. Teo. Shakur wins, but it's not an easy night. I agree, Jack. 100%. I agree. Dan's going for a Teo knockout. Teo knockout round 9. Ooh,
we'll hold you that one on the boxing league.
Well, so did Eric, but we still like him. What did I do?
Fucking God, he's on us him all the time at minute, Jack.
What did I do?
Everyone like Eric.
Right.
It's because you like all scumbags, man.
Yeah, exactly. You lot, I don't understand you. I don't understand how you lot like these people. That's the what's this one? This is no easy fight. Teo is sensational. I like him for boxing as well. Yeah, I like Teo. His personality is very good for boxing. He needs to cut the racist innuendos out, but his personality, he's a good speaker on the mic. He is entertaining. He's a hell of a fighter as well. I never take that away from Teo. My disdain for him is out of the ring. I can decipher the two. My disdain for him is out of the ring because he's not a drug cheat. Now, when I say it's out of the ring, it's just his personality just annoys the hell out of me. So Teo, he does play exactly that's what it is, Ricky. We spoke about it. If you play the villain well, people will watch to see you get your ass kicked. So he kind of forced the pace against Loma. Loma is a different type of style.
Loma, the thing with Loma were too small for those divisions, weren't he? Far too small, and he got found out in those divisions.
Dan, just say you like Conor Benn. He's a secret fan. I'm not even gonna comment. We're
not even biting into this bullshit. It's been not on my social feed recently in New York City.
What? Why is everyone on me tonight? what have I done? Why is everyone on me? Let's where Conor Benn's now this one here. Now you're gonna get a bite from me now, aren't you? this is ridiculous. I feel like you need banning for at least 2 minutes just for that comment. Just for that comment, you shouldn't be allowed to comment.
Okay, you need to move on before you go on a fucking half an hour rant.
Hey, we've got half an hour. We've got half an hour left anyway. I know what we've got to talk about. Is that
I
other person I don't?
Cover some of the other shows.
It's the other person I don't like.
So we're covering
so that
now.
will last
Actually,
half an hour. Yeah, let's go for it. Before we'll
Right.
stick at this comment. We'll get back to the comments. Oh, there's only a few more actually for this bit.
Yeah, go on.
Keyshawn Davis night. The Keyshawn Davis night. I mean, oh yeah, that was crazy. His brother lost and all that shit. Yeah, that was absolutely mental. What went on there? The reason I'm sticking with Shakur. No,
The reason
I'm sticking with Shakur is until I see him lose. I can't imagine him losing it. I agree with that 100%. I definitely agree with that. But until he fights Devin Haney. But I am so happy, legit, if Teo wins. Yeah, I'm not mad if Teo wins at all. I think it's great for boxing. I generally think either of these guys winning, it moves boxing forward. So I'm happy with no matter who wins. Yeah, I agree. He has to make Shakur punch. Dan, I love his personality. Yeah, you would do. You like all these people's personalities for some reason. Go on then, Ricky. Let's move on to the next one.
Let's fucking move on. Right.
Good.
I'll get fucking Libby. We'll get Libby a paid subscription actually if she carries on mouthing off. Right. It's announced and it's official. It's the return of the Gypsy King, the man himself, 2-time world champion, I believe, 5-time retirement champion, the man, the myth, the legend, fucking Tyson Fury, up against Dave Allen Conqueror. This is a really bad AI photo, by the way. This does not look like Tyson Fury. Up against David Allen Conqueror, Arslanbek Makhmudov. What do you make of this fight? Do you like this fight? Do you think could this be classed as a warm-up fight, even though Makhmudov is on a roll? Or do you think this is actually quite a tough fight for Fury to come back to?
Mate, this is a hard fight. I'm not even I don't like Tyson Fury, but this is a hard fight. One, we know Fury can get dropped. That's one. We all know Fury can get dropped. Let's not act like he's invincible. Two, Makhmudov can take punches for days. I don't understand how that man takes punches. Dave Allen had him wobbled about 4 times and still he just didn't go and still had enough to do what he did. So this is a tough fight. I generally think this is a tough fight. Only way Fury stops him is if Fury uses his feet, gasses this guy out, takes him late, keeps poking to the body, uppercuts to the body, and take him deep. I think he can maybe stop him late just on Makhmudov tiring out. But Fury cannot stand in front of this guy. If Fury stands in front of this guy, he will get dropped. Whether he'll lose the fight, I don't know. He'll get dropped. But this is a banana skin. I like it. I like the fact Fury's come back to this fight. Anybody that thinks it's just an easy walk through, well, so be it. So be it. Because I don't think this is an easy fight. I like this fight for Fury. I'm glad he's took it.
I think it's a very smart fight from Fury's camp. Because one, Makhmudov is on a roll. But then two, I don't feel like Makhmudov can move. And I just think it plays perfectly into Fury's style. He's big. He is a power puncher, so there's a risk element there. People will think, yeah, Makhmudov could stop him, could bang him. And that's where the risk factor then becomes probably the bait for us to tune into it. But I really do think that this is the style that probably suits Fury the most, because he's just a come forward, straight. He comes straight lines. He don't like move. He's not like Anthony Joshua's not as fluid. I feel like Fury is just gonna outbox him. I think the ring IQ, I feel like he'll be on the top. It's if he gets caught.
The question I have is, I agree with everything you said. That is the game plan to beat him. They've looked at it and said, like I said, is for him to move. Shots to the body, keep moving. But with the layoff, has Fury got those legs still? Because I remember against Usyk, those legs became stiff. They became very stiff. Has he still got the legs to? Maybe so, but has he got the legs to do that?
I think he'll not have the same mobility, but when you train, that's been his style throughout his whole career. The muscle memory will soon sink back in. Once he's back in camp and he's training fully, he's already training anyway. He's already getting into shape. I think it'll just come back to him. No, he'll not be as fast, and that'll make it more exciting. But he hasn't got as he's been in some tough nights. But when you look at it, there's not too much. I don't always feel there's too much mileage on the clock when it comes to Fury. He's never really sustained too much damage. In my opinion, I just think he's going to keep moving. He's going to pick this guy apart, and maybe because he's supposed to be a big punch of Fury when he gets to it. If Makhmudov is that tired, could he force a late stoppage?
I feel that's the only way Fury gets a stoppage in this fight is if Makhmudov gets tired. But if Makhmudov doesn't get tired, and we've got to remember, Fury early in the fight will have to move, in my opinion. He will have to move. Him moving, how long can he do it for because he's been out? That's the question. If he moves and he can do it for rounds, like 7, 8, I think he gets to 7, 8 rounds and he can move. I think he ends up stopping Makhmudov because I don't think Makhmudov will be able to follow Fury for that long. I think he gasses out. Fury will hit to the body, check hook him, just land straight right hands because Makhmudov doesn't move his head. And he will tire him out. And I think he'll end up being like a no mass sort of stoppage. But if Fury can't and he has to plant his feet, that gives Makhmudov that chance to land. And we know Fury can get hit when he stays still. That's the problem. Francis Ngannou did it to him. Let's not forget. You know what I mean? Francis Ngannou was hitting him with shots because he felt like he was slow. He was, you know what I mean? Basically, everything he thinks about.
Yeah, no, we say that though, but then it did. But then you see him against the Usyk in the second Usyk fight after.
I agree.
And his performances are completely different. I just think that was a different time in his life.
That's because he took Usyk. No, I think he just. Seriously. That's my point. How serious is he taking Makhmudov? Because everything you said, I believe they've looked at and they thought this guy is easy. He only comes forward. But they thought the same thing with Francis Ngannou. That's my thing. Is if you don't take this guy seriously and aren't on your toes and aren't moving, you are giving this guy a chance that he shouldn't really be having. But let's get to the comments about this one anyway, because I'm sure everyone's got.
I just want to touch on this comment here right now. If Fury does a number on Makhmudov, I don't think we really need to see the Dave Allen fight. I think it's a great payday for Dave Allen, but it's not a fight I think we need to see. I think if Fury wins the Makhmudov fight, I definitely think Wardley is the better fight for the world title route. I know Abbas, he's saying Usyk. I don't want to see an Usyk trilogy. If I'm honest, I didn't want to.
Of course, Abbas is saying it. Of course he is. What do you mean Abbas is saying, oh, Usyk?
Yeah.
Of course, he is the only, him and Tyson Fury are the only two people in this world that wants to see that third fight. Ain't nobody else. Abbas is.
The thing is for me as well is like when Fury retired, I'll finish my point and then you can rant. Right? When you're hearing him come back again, for me, I just for that generation now of heavyweights, they're all getting to a certain age now. Where for me, I wanted to see that gone. Like when Fury's gone, I was hoping Wilder would follow, Usyk, and then maybe AJ. I want to see the next generation of heavyweights now come through. I'm getting a bit bored of Fury v Usyk, Usyk v AJ, Usyk v Dubois. How many times are going to whip our English asses? I don't know, but there's there's not much more between them. Now, Wardley versus Fury, I can get down for that 'cause that's fresh. Do you know what I mean? That is a fresh fight. The AJ Fury, I just feel like when that happens, that would be more of a
Cal Brook versus Khan.
Not even that, but more of a. We've been waiting for it and wishing for it for that long. It'll be a letdown. I think it'd be a letdown. Do you know what I mean? So one of those where I end up being deflated. But yeah, go
on. Comments. Dan says Fury ends it by 7 rounds. I beg to differ, but we know how you feel about Fury, so it doesn't. You actually tell a lie. You, Abbas and Fury, are the only ones that want to see that Usyk trilogy. You used to love Fury, but it pisses me off now. You have to do a live reaction to that one. Listen, if Fury versus Anthony Joshua happens, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be in London. I'm gonna be in London at a watch party doing that one. But you will be able to see my reaction though for sure, because I will be sending the link, and you can definitely see my reaction for that. Ricky is more than welcome. He's already had the invite, so
I will be going to it at some point.
Who else we've got? We've got Jack. We've got Jack Makhmudov has the gas tank of a toddler. he actually has as well. It's awful.
Yeah, no, but it's still can do fucking 12 rounds.
Yeah, no banana skin at all. Dan, listen, those famous last words. That's all I can say. Those famous last words. Fury can move, can punch, and can end it when he wants. Fury used to be able to move, used to be able to punch only against Wilder. And if he can end it when he wants, I hope we see it. He has legs, yes. This is just Dan arguing with me, arguing with every point I made. he's definitely still a lead. I told Dan Dan had the invite. Dan had the invite tonight to come on because I knew we was talking about this. I knew we were talking about this. I thought we would need. To be fair, I should have invited Abbas as a Fury representative. I apologize.
Fucking hell, we'd have never fucking left this studio.
Flick that jab out. Flick that jab out early and keep moving, and then eventually he will hit bunches of punches and get him out. Yeah, I agree, Abbas. I think that's the way Fury wins the fight. The best way to see if Fury takes a fight serious is how his love handles against.
Oh my god!
So, Abbas, I don't know what to comment about that one. I don't even know why I read it.
I am not checking out Fury's curves ever.
Fury beats Usyk next time, but no, I don't want to see it again. Oh god, the fact that you said that
about the little Ukrainian
the fact that you even said that makes me know that you're lying, that you don't want to see it again. If you really believe that, you want to see it again. So it's either one of the two. If you really believe that, you'd want to see it again. So you either don't believe it or you want to see it again. Jack says, I only want to see Usyk, AJ, Allen. I never want to see Usyk again. That's my
I'm sick of unless Usyk fights somebody fresh, I'm sick of seeing him.
Tyson versus Lewis is the same as AJ Fury in the close. It's closer. Yeah, is it closes the era? Yeah, I agree. I kind of agree. I don't think either man will be as shot as those two, though, was at the time. I think at the time Mike was completely shot. I don't think either of these two guys are completely shot. In my opinion, Mike was done.
Mike wouldn't even train. I read Mike Tyson's autobiography. He didn't even train for that fight, you know.
He was done at that time. I agree with you in the sense of it's probably those two guys' last fight, close to the last fight, but the conditioning of both guys, I think, are on a high level than especially Mike at that point.
Mike Tyson was doing a lot of drugs.
Dan says
that one is.
Yeah, Dan says I want to go Fury AJ too if it happens. I don't want to go to the stadium if it happens. Honestly, some of them fights, unless I'm ringside, I don't want to be up in the gods for them fights because I'm gonna barely see anything. I'm gonna go home and watch the fight anyway. After, and it's going to cost me an arm and a leg to get in and out of that stadium.
Can we just stick to one of these comments after?
Which one? I'll be at the 505 watch party, enjoying my night whilst commentating on the fight. Let's go. Which one? We're skipping
this one, yeah. This one. I want to skip to this one, yeah. We need Usyk versus Wilder and our American boxing king, the greatest. I need to have a conversation, a serious conversation about Wilder, right?
Because wait there. You can have the screen on your own for this one. You just have the big screen. talk to Abbas. You go on.
Abbas, what I want to know is whenever somebody like Wilder and all the Americans that they overhype all their fighters every time, is Wilder, in your opinion, regarded as the biggest single punching heavyweight of all time? Because I don't think he is. I just think it's typical American commentators, American pundits saying America's bigger and better than everybody else. And it really, really pisses me off to a fucking... Honestly, every time it's ever any American fight, any great, it's always American this, American that, and they do me head in. And I think there's bigger punches out there. I think Dubois would fucking sparkle Wilder. I think AJ sparkles Wilder. Usyk will stop fucking Wilder with a jab. I'm not fucking having this anymore with these American commentators being biased as shit, talking constantly about how their fucking fighters are the better at this, the better at that. And yeah, do you know what? Sometimes they are. But Wilder is not the biggest single punching heavyweight of any generation ever. Mic drop, Eric. Get yourself back on the screen. Fuck Wilder. How do you get back on? Oh, wait, he's not even added to the stage. There you go. There you go. You're back.
I'm back. I'm clipping that, by the way. We'll clip that and we're posting it. Ricky's rant on it. Well, here we go. Abbas has got a response. I need you to respond to this now. You read it.
He knocked out cruiserweights that fucking... Well,
no, actually, let me read it first. Let me read it first. Let me read it first before you go. Yes, sir. His KO record was unbelievable. Knocked out every fighter he fought and gave Tyson 2 out of 3 of his toughest fights of all time. Go on, Rick.
So Wilder was constantly and consistently outboxed by cruiserweights, and he only was able to ever knock them out when they were that fucking gassed from absolutely peppering him all fight. Luis Ortiz, the exact same. Wilder could not do nothing with him until he was gassed. He is the biggest puncher to gassed opponents. Gassed. He dropped Fury, right, with his biggest shot, right? And I if I'm honest, I think Fury played on it a little bit. I'm just one of those people. I think Fury had the drama, the WrestleMania vibes to it. Fucking hell, because there's no way you're getting up from being absolutely sparkled to then putting your hands behind your back. And if you respect somebody's power that much, you ain't putting your hands behind the back.
Before you carry on, if you look at it, the right hand doesn't land flush. It's the left hand that puts him down. The right hand rocks him. He's about to take it, and it's the left hand. You look at the shot, the left hand comes in and catches him right on the top, catches him and puts him down. I've said this time and time again. Wilder's power has been overrated. As soon as he gets to world level and fights at world level, his power is not there. It hasn't been there at world level. You can say for Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz was never a world champion. Luis Ortiz was never a world champion.
Up to 40 years old at fucking 8-year-old.
The first fight with Bermane Stiverne, he went 12 rounds. Admittedly, I always say that was Wilder's best performance. Absolutely A-class performance, but didn't knock Stiverne out. He knocked Stiverne out in the second fight where Stiverne came in way overweight, didn't train for the fight, and
probably got paid off.
Was in there for whatever reason. Anybody that world level, Deontay Wilder hasn't been able to knock out. Tyson Fury, for me, you can say, oh, he's the hardest hitter. He did what other people could have done. He did what Francis Ngannou's done, drop Fury. He did what Nevin Pajkic done, drop Fury. He did, you know what I mean? He's done this. He's dropped Fury. He didn't take him out. If you are the biggest puncher, you should be taking out your punching power should go on your level of opponent. And he hasn't knocked out an elite level of an opponent. He's dropped an elite opponent. That tells me he has good power. He has heavyweight power. But it doesn't tell me he's got all-time power, because the elite he's fought in Tyson Fury, he wasn't being able to take him out, and he had clean shots on him. So Usyk dropped him and had, in my opinion, Usyk had Fury more hurt than Wilder ever did, in my opinion. But
I just want to say something, Jack. See, that name you said there just took me back some serious years from when I used to watch him on TV. Oh my God, what a vicious, horrible fighter he were. Fuck it. I had to go because I was thinking in my head, like, I'm sure he's the guy that he killed his wife, got arrested, and then hung himself in the jail after admitting that he killed her. Fucking, but honestly, he would have been a superstar, that guy. Honestly, he was unreal. But yeah, Jack, really impressed for you bringing that name up, my man. Fucking hell. Go on then. Shall we move on to a couple of these other cards and all, to be fair? Because we've got two cards here.
Yeah,
shall we just go Kelly, Shall we just go for
a
couple of fights? Yeah. So we've got a
couple of fights,
we've got, just quickly want to touch on Leo Tang's fourth outing against Buchetta.
Yes.
Looking forward to that. I know it's going to be another demolition job, but I'm still looking forward to seeing him back in the ring.
He's looking good, though. He's looking good.
He looks so fast and so sharp, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's looking very good in these fights. We know they are building fights. They are journeymen. He's in there with guys he's supposed to win, but he's doing it in a fashion where it's impressive.
Yeah.
He's doing it exactly how he should be doing it, getting these guys out of there till he gets to a level where these guys are actually on his level to give him a fight. So well done to Leo, and hopefully he does the same, and I believe he will do the same on Saturday night. Go on.
Yeah, I agree. Elif Neturen, we know where she's vicious, she's horrible. In the IBF World Lightweight title against Taylor Genson, I expect her again to be doing another demolition job. This is the one that CJ likes, isn't it? She destroyed that last Ferreira, that Brazilian last.
Yeah, she destroyed Ferreira.
Swing. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that fight because she seems to be quite an entertaining fighter to watch. Our own from my old gym as well down at St. Peter's, Josh Padley against Jawood Belmidi. Belmir, yeah, that's right. Again, in the European super featherweight title clash
European
for the
title.
featherweight title.
European title fight. First European title shot.
Well, how do you reckon he does?
I think. Who is he fighting?
Jaoud Belmidi.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know who that is. I'm looking for an improvement from Josh Bradley. That's what I'm looking for.
From the Reese Blotti fight.
Yes, I don't know who his opponent is, but I'm looking at this fight. I need to see an improvement because the Reese Blotti fight, for me, Josh, you was very, very fortunate, in my opinion, to come away with a win like you did. The fight was a lot closer than the judges had it, in my opinion.
I think I scored at 1 point to Padley.
Yeah, it was a lot closer than things. So I don't want to say you're fortunate to win the win. You got the win, but in a performance, I feel like you underperformed. Should I say? I felt like you underperformed in that.
It was a lot more deflated compared to when we watched him against Shakur Stevenson and that Matchroom. Apparently, with Turkey Al-Sheikh's favourite fighter, weren't he?
Yeah, Mark Chamberlain.
Mark Chamberlain, yeah. So I'm trying to find the scorecard that I scored it, but I'm sure it was like 1 point, I believe, to Josh Padley. Because it was that close, 95-94. So, yeah, but Reese Blotti is a different type of beast. But, yeah, it was a much more deflated performance than what I thought it would have been. You've got, in the main event, Josh Kelly versus Bakram Mortazaliev. What do you make of this fight? I know Bakram is undefeated. He's got 17 KOs. I'm just looking at his record currently. Beat Tim Tszyu by KO, but it's a padded record. It's not like an impressive undefeated record, in my opinion. When I'm looking for his resume, there's not much name.
The Tim Tszyu win is a very good win because he wasn't supposed to win that fight. He came into that fight as the underdog. Everybody expected Tim Tszyu. Before I carry on, Abbas, thanks for tuning in, mate. Abbas says he's back on Tuesday with his show on here on iBoxingHub. Abbas says he's back on camera and he'll address all things Tyson with my custom Gypsy King crown. Well, we will be tuned in, Abbas. Happy to have you back. But yeah, moving on to that fight, the Tim Tszyu win was certainly a good win. But outside of that, I think he'd be did he fight Ishmael Davis? I think he stepped in and fought him.
Who? Josh Kelly beat Ishmael Davis.
No, Josh Kelly beat. Sorry, I'm thinking of the Boca Chica.
Josh Kelly also got a win over fucking Troy Williamson, who we had on the show the other weekend.
Bakram, he fought. Who did he fight? I'm sure. Did he not fight Ishmael? Just check Ishmael's thing. I'm sure Ishmael came in at late notice and he stopped it. I might be thinking of a different fight, but anyway, the Tim Tszyu win was definitely a good win. I think I've looked at this. I've seen the pictures, the videos. He looks very drained. Bakram looks drained. His face, you can see his bone structure. It is for the IBF title, so it does have a rehydration clause in it. It does have an rehydration clause, which it kind of worries me. 3 days out from the fight, he's looking very drained. We've got to see him at that weigh-in. Josh Kelly will not have a better opportunity to win a world title, in my opinion. Will he do it? He needs to use his feet because Bakram's a fighter that is going to come to try and take you out. He needs to use his feet. He needs to punch while moving, not just dipping and trying to dip and slide like he does. Because dipping and sliding in the pocket, and you just need to get caught with one of them shots. and Josh Kelly doesn't recover well. He really doesn't recover well. So it's a good fight. I think I'm leaning. I want Josh Kelly to win. I really do want Josh Kelly to win. But I'll be surprised if he does. I will be surprised if he does. So I'm going with Background.
I'm gonna go with Josh Kelly on a majority decision win. I think he's in Newcastle.
I hope you're right.
He's in the northeast. He's in his own turf. I feel like if he's taking it serious, he stops with the stupid dancing videos and the bag work that he does. Because I don't know why, but it actually really annoys me to watching his bag work. I don't know if it annoys anybody else, but it really annoys me. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm old fashioned and I'm a miserable old fucker, but it really does my head in. But I just think I feel like Kelly's going to get the job done. I just feel like this is his moment. This is his time to shine, and I'd love to see him do it. And I think he's got the skill set. He's always had the skill set. He's always had the background. He's got the amateur pedigree. He's got the narrative. He's got that.
You know what? Charisma. I agree with you. I want Kelly to win. I do think he can do it. I do. I just think in boxing terms, you look at the odds and he is the underdog. But yeah, I think I'm going to ride with Kelly on this one. Actually, I'm going to go with you on this one. I do like Kelly for it. I do. I think he can pull it off. I think this is the time where he has been written off because most of his career he's gone into fights where he's supposed to be the winner. He's supposed to do this, and he's underperformed really. The David Avanesian fight underperformed. Even the Ishmael Davis win, he underperformed in that. So this may well be. I said, I think on this year, 2026 is the year of fighters proving themselves. It's put up or shut up here. That's how I say it.
This is definitely Josh Kelly's crossroad fight. This is his crossroad moment. This is fucking make or break for the pretty boy. But CJ, that is funny as fuck. He even changed his prediction to match ours. Fucking.
Listen, what have I done tonight to deserve this?
He's had some shit on.
Is there any other fight you want to talk about?
There's one more. There's three more. There's the boxer card as well, which we can't forget about boxer. They've got the new BBC. It's quite an intriguing one because I was kind of thinking, who's going to get more views on the Saturday night? Yes. Matchroom has.
Who's the main event? Who's the main event on that?
It's not Adam Nazim anymore because of the injuries. It's Francesca Hennessy against Ellie Buttel in the WBC silver bantamweight title on the line. You've got Joel Kadua against Joe Garside. You've got Gradus Krause against Boris Crichton. You've got Adam Nazim's, I think it's his brother, Hassan Nazim, against Sean Murray. It's a small hall card.
It's a showcase. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a showcase. It's a showcase.
It was the main event, wasn't it, originally? But on a serious note, with it being on BBC and it's going up against Matchroom on DAZN, what fight do you reckon does more views television-wise? Matchrooms or boxers?
DAZN does.
Do you not think that the people who tune in on BBC when they see a bit of boxing on a Saturday night, when they're just chilling out eating some pizza?
I think, I'll be honest with you, Ricky, I don't think people flick through channels anymore. People ain't flicking through channels like that anymore. You know what I mean? People are on YouTube, and when you're on YouTube, that DAZN app pops up saying that they're live. Like, I see all the time. I'm on YouTube, going through your feed live. DAZN is fights on, so I don't think BBC.
Yeah, but you're the little phone flicking generation, whereas I'm talking.
And so is everybody else. And so everybody else.
No, man, haven't got internet in the house. He will be watching BBC boxing, I can tell you.
Listen, no one's paying that for that.
I would love though to actually see. I am going to be intrigued to see what the views are. Because Matchroom have done
We
this
shall
twice now,
see.
where they've put a fucking card on the same night as Boxer to go up against them. I
Yeah,
feel
but
like
one's a world title fight. The other one's just a showcase. Like Matchroom has only got so many dates. They have to go. I don't understand. Like I could. At the end of the day, boxing. If we're gonna have multiple promotional companies, these shows are going to coincide. They are going to coincide. Unfortunately, boxers can't sit on the shelf because another promotional company has a show on. It's you pick the viewers pick what they want to see at the end of the day. It's down to the promoter to make their show more attractive to the viewer. And if you can make a show more attractive to the viewer, then you will get more viewership. It's entirely up to the promoter. But I think the whole thing of we shouldn't have it on the same night. I don't think that's realistic, because even every on a Saturday night where we think when we think there isn't any cards on a Saturday night, there's a card at York Hall. There's a card in Hull. You know what I mean? There's cards that aren't big televised cards.
yeah, but
So,
you get the rivalries, don't you, between Boxer and Matchroom? It's both of them on TV. I'm just going to be interested to see who wins the viewership war with it being on BBC.
Yeah, Josh Kelly.
It's a lot more of accessible, isn't it, for people that don't have all the DAZN subscriptions, don't sit and watch YouTube.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Stop fucking arguing with them.
I also think you're wrong, because the people that are sat watching TV ain't going to watch boxing. They're watching TV for a reason. They have their TV programs. EastEnders will be on. You think that someone's missing EastEnders just to watch? I don't want to disrespect anybody, but yeah, it's not happening. It's not happening.
EastEnders is wank.
But yeah, it is what it is to you. Anything else before we go? Because I'm hungry and I need to eat. We've got all
no.
We can't read
a lot of comments. I'm just going to quickly go through. He's been in Garside's corner twice. So, yeah, I know. I watched you live when you was there, and I think I was there in the arena when you was in the corner as well, CJ. And you walked past me, blanked me, and you blanked Leo, and we said, "Do you know what, then, CJ? Fuck you if you think you're too big and famous to speak to us." I'm only kidding, bro.
No, he got on TV and he got on TV and wouldn't speak to you. Is that how it is?
That's how it is, mate. That's how it is. You walk past, I went, CJ, and you're like, "What fucking pass?" Blame Kieran and Coleman, please. I've worked with both of them. Will steal the show. That must be on the other card, and I've closed it bloody off. Sorry, my man. But yeah, we'll tune into that, Jack, and we'll watch it, and we'll let you know our thoughts on it as well. Television,
yeah, my granddad.
Sage. I was at the Callum Simpson Ivan Zuko fight in the media section, and I was watching the fight, and then there was some guy next to me watching the fight live, and then he had his tablet on watching DAZN, watching the Justice Honey fight at the same fucking time. And I thought,
I think a lot of people do that though. A lot of people do.
TJ, you are like 2 years younger than me, bro. Come on, stop acting like you're fucking 16. You're not. Who is the oldest out of the four of us?
I know.
Dan, I don't know.
I'm oldest.
How old's Dan?
Yeah, how old are you, Dan? Yeah, you're at least 40, Dan. To be fair, I think you're about 40. You've been married. You've been married 15. Dan, you've been married 15 times. You have to be at least 40.
Jack, that's because you are a legend, mate. You are the fucking man. You turned 27. No, you didn't. You turned 31. I think you turned 31, you lying bastard. Hennessy in the final eliminator.
He's 31. He's same age as my sister, and she's just turned 31.
I'm looking forward to Francesca Hennessy. I think she's got quite a bright future.
Yeah, she has. I like her style.
What the fuck? No way, you're 2 years old. No, he's not. He's lying bastard, Libby.
Yeah, Dan's oldest. Yes. Dan, you're old.
My granddad will at 89. Fuck it. My granddad
watched the boxing.
Right, yeah.
Boxing at 89.
Granddad's 89.
Yeah.
My granddad's 70.
Some boy. To be fair, my grandma's 90.
Anymore. I'm back number one, CJ. Matchroom 1, Danny's 37. So there you fucking go.
Yeah, you're old. You're old. Right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thanks for getting involved as well in the chat, everybody. Usual suspects every week. We enjoy doing this. But like I said earlier, we will be doing more recorded shows, so it won't be as interactive as this. But when we do a live, it is good when you lot get involved in the comments, so we can actually sit and talk and have a conversation as well. But that is us for another week. We will be back next. We may be back next week. We may drop a show next week. We haven't decided yet. We will post on Facebook to let you know what's actually happening. But yeah, we'll be back next week.
Why are we dropping a show?
Thanks. Huh?
Why are we dropping a show?
No, if we do a recorded show.
I thought you meant we might drop a show, as in we might like fuck it off.
No, we're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. What do you mean?
Because Ricky's got a new job. That's it.
No. I meant drop a show as in we'll record it on a different day and put it out on Thursday at the same time. But likely we'll be live. A lot of decisions are being made at the moment, so it's as and when. But thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next week. See you later. I'd say later when, yeah, bye. Peace.
Out, one glove high, one dream loud, no doubt. Crossroads boxing from Yorkshire. Turn the lights up, turn the mics on. Fighter interviews, keep your guard.